What if I told you that your body and mind may already be holding the secrets to a long and fulfilling life? Yes, there are certain signs, subtle yet powerful, that point to a bright, healthy future. Recognizing and celebrating these signs is not just about longevity, it's about living well in every sense of the word. Take Irene, for example. At 62, she exudes a quiet joy that draws people in. When her friends ask her how she remains so energetic, she simply smiles and says, "I listen to my body and I nurture my soul." Irene isn't alone. Many people over 60 unknowingly exhibit traits and habits that science associates with a long life. Today, we'll uncover 9 of these incredible signs, and as we go through them, you might just find yourself nodding along. Let's begin with one of the most profound indicators: resilience. Have you ever noticed how some people bounce back from challenges no matter how tough life gets? Resilience isn't about pretending things are fine when they're not. It's about having the inner strength to move forward even when the road is rocky. Research shows that people who display emotional resilience tend to live longer and happier lives. Alice, one of our community members, shared her story of losing her partner of 40 years. It was the hardest chapter of her life, yet she found ways to keep going. She joined a local book club, started gardening, and even began learning to paint. Her resilience didn't just help her survive, it allowed her to thrive. If you find yourself adapting to life's ups and downs, celebrate it. It's a sign of strength and longevity. Now, let's talk about your attitude toward health. Do you make an effort to stay active, eat well, and keep a routine? Staying consistent and taking care of your body is another strong indicator. Paul, a retired teacher, swears by his daily 20-minute walks and simple meals of fresh vegetables and lean protein. He doesn't aim for perfection, just balance. His commitment to these small, sustainable habits has kept him vibrant well into his 70s. Do you see some of these traits in yourself? If so, take a moment to appreciate them. Longevity isn't about living forever. It's about making the years you have truly meaningful. One of the most remarkable indicators of longevity is energy, not just physical energy, but a zest for life. When you're over 60 and still able to move with purpose and engage with the world enthusiastically, it's a sign of a thriving future. But let's take a moment to reflect on what vitality really means. Take Irene, for example. At 72, she takes a brisk 20-minute walk every morning, rain or shine. It's not a marathon, and she doesn't try to compete with anyone. Yet, that daily ritual gives her the momentum to approach her day with clarity and energy. Irene often says, "Moving my body keeps my mind moving forward." And she's right. Regular movement is essential for maintaining not only your physical health, but also your mental agility. Physical vitality. You don't need to hit the gym for hours to keep your body in shape. Gentle activities like walking, yoga, or Tai Chi can be transformative. According to studies, consistent physical activity reduces the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease by up to 40%. That's a substantial number, but more importantly, it means you're giving yourself a chance to enjoy the moments that matter. Whether it's playing with your grandkids, gardening, or simply climbing a flight of stairs without hesitation. Mental vitality. It's not just about moving your body. Mental vitality is just as important. When your mind feels sharp, your confidence grows. Alice, a retired teacher at 68, made it a point to learn Spanish after retiring. "Why stop learning just because you're older?" she asks with a smile. And indeed, research shows that engaging in mentally stimulating activities like learning a language or solving puzzles can delay cognitive decline and even protect against conditions like Alzheimer's. Emotional vitality. Emotional energy matters too. It's that spark that lets you greet the day with a smile or find joy in small things. Paul, a widower at 75, found a second home volunteering at his local animal shelter. "Helping others helps me," he shares. That emotional engagement not only keeps his spirit alive, but also creates connections that make life meaningful. How to cultivate vitality. Here's how you can nurture your vitality. Move daily. Even if it's just a few steps around the house or light stretching, keep your body active. Stay curious, pick up a book, join a class, or learn a skill you've always wanted to master. Connect with others, volunteer, join a community group, or simply call a friend. Social connections are a powerful energy booster. Rest well. Quality sleep is a cornerstone of energy. Make your bedroom a sanctuary and prioritize rest. When you embrace vitality in all its forms, physical, mental, and emotional, you're not just adding years to your life, but life to your years. Celebrate this energy. It's one of the clearest signs that your future is bright. Another hallmark of a long and fulfilling life is resilience, the ability to navigate life's ups and downs without losing hope. When you've weathered storms and come out stronger, it's a testament to your inner strength and adaptability. Over 60, this quality becomes even more profound, shaping not just your future, but also how you inspire others around you. Let's look at Janet, a 67-year-old who recently moved to a smaller home after living in the same house for 40 years. It wasn't easy. She had to part with items filled with memories and adjust to a new neighborhood. But Janet saw the change as an opportunity. It was a chance to simplify my life and focus on what truly matters, she shared. Today, she's thriving in her new space, finding joy in the freedom it's given her. The power of perspective. Resilience often starts with perspective. How you view challenges can determine how you respond to them. When faced with loss, setbacks, or even health scares, a resilient spirit doesn't dwell on "why me?" Instead, it asks, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset doesn't erase pain, but gives you the tools to move forward with strength and dignity, building resilience in daily life. Resilience isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. Here are ways to build it. Practice gratitude, even in tough times. Focusing on what you have rather than what you lack can shift your outlook. Keep a gratitude journal or take a moment each day to appreciate life's small blessings. Embrace change. Change is inevitable, but your response to it is within your control. Approach new situations with curiosity instead of fear. Strengthen relationships. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. They can provide comfort, encouragement, and perspective when life feels overwhelming. Take care of yourself. Physical health is deeply tied to mental resilience. Eat well, sleep deeply, and move regularly to maintain your strength. Irene's story of loss and renewal. Irene, 74, lost her husband 3 years ago. It was a devastating blow, but instead of retreating, she chose to honor his memory by starting a garden, a hobby they had shared. "Each plant I nurture feels like a tribute to him," she explains. That garden is now her sanctuary, a place of healing and peace. Her story reminds us that resilience doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means finding ways to integrate it into your life without letting it define you. Resilience fuels longevity. Research supports what many resilient seniors know instinctively. A positive outlook and the ability to bounce back from adversity are linked to longer, healthier lives. In fact, studies show that individuals with strong emotional resilience have lower risks of chronic illnesses and better overall well-being. Your resilient spirit is like an anchor in life's stormy seas, holding you steady no matter what comes your way. Celebrate your ability to endure and thrive. You've earned it. Another clear sign that your future is bright is your commitment to staying active. Physical activity, even in its simplest forms, is one of the most potent ways to maintain vitality, sharpen your mind, and protect your overall health as you age. If you've prioritized movement no matter how small, you're giving yourself the gift of longevity. Let's consider Paul, a 72-year-old retired teacher. Every morning, Paul goes for a brisk walk in his local park. He's not training for a marathon or hitting the gym for hours. He simply walks. "It clears my mind, keeps my joints happy, and gives me a chance to greet my neighbors," Paul says with a smile. His consistency has not only kept him physically fit, but also given him a deep sense of connection to his community. The physical benefits of staying active. It's no secret that movement keeps your body strong, but let's break it down. Protects your heart. Regular exercise, even light activities like walking, supports cardiovascular health by lowering blood pressure and improving circulation. Strengthens bones and joints. Weight-bearing activities like walking, gardening, or light strength training can combat the natural loss of bone density as we age. Boosts energy levels. Movement enhances blood flow and oxygen delivery throughout the body, leaving you more energized and alert. The mental boost. Staying active isn't just about physical health. it's a cornerstone of mental well-being too. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that combat stress and lift your mood. Regular activity has been linked to reduce risks of depression and cognitive decline. Alice, 69, discovered the mental benefits of exercise after she joined a local yoga class. I was hesitant at first, she admits, but the stretching and breathing exercises calmed my mind. It became a way to center myself and reduce stress. For Alice, yoga isn't just exercise, it's self-care, making movement a joy. The key to staying active is finding what works for you. Here are a few tips. Choose activities you enjoy. Whether it's dancing, swimming, or even light gardening, movement should feel like a treat, not a chore. Start small. If you're new to exercise or returning after a break, start with just 10 minutes a day and gradually increase the duration. Get social. Join a class, walk with a friend, or participate in community events. The social aspect adds motivation and enjoyment. The gift of consistency. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights. Simply moving regularly is enough to reap significant benefits. Janet, 67, whom we met earlier, swears by her daily stretching routine. "It's my way of greeting the day," she says. "Just a few stretches in the morning make me feel ready to tackle anything." Her example highlights the power of small but consistent habits. Staying active is about more than just exercise. It's a declaration that you value your health and well-being. If movement is already a part of your life, take a moment to celebrate that choice. If not, it's never too late to start. When we think about longevity, we often focus on physical health, but mental wellness is equally crucial. A sharp, balanced mind can transform the way you age, turning challenges into opportunities and ensuring that every stage of life feels fulfilling. Let me share the story of Margaret, a retired teacher. At 65, she noticed her memory slipping a bit, misplacing her keys, forgetting appointments. But instead of ignoring these signs, she embraced her curiosity and sought solutions. Margaret started playing logic games like Sudoku and even joined a book club. These activities not only sharpened her mind, but also expanded her social circle, giving her a renewed sense of purpose. Today, at 72, Margaret feels more confident and connected than ever. Lifelong learning fuels longevity. The human brain thrives on novelty and challenge. Research shows that engaging in activities like learning a new language, picking up an instrument, or even trying new recipes can help form new neural pathways. These pathways keep your brain agile, protecting against cognitive decline. Take Harold, for instance, who took up gardening in his late 60s. What started as a small hobby quickly became a passion, teaching him about plant biology and even introducing him to local gardening clubs. This hobby keeps his brain active and his heart happy. 2. Emotional resilience, a key to peace. Life after 60 often comes with emotional challenges, losing loved ones, adjusting to retirement, or facing health concerns. But building emotional resilience can help you navigate these changes with grace. Alice, a widow, found herself feeling lonely after her husband's passing. Instead of withdrawing, she started journaling and practicing mindfulness. Writing about her feelings helped her process her grief, while mindfulness taught her to focus on the present. Slowly but surely, Alice found joy again, proving that emotional growth doesn't stop with age. 3. Social connection, a mental lifeline. Staying socially connected is one of the most effective ways to maintain mental health. Loneliness and isolation can accelerate cognitive decline, while meaningful relationships provide mental stimulation and emotional support. If you feel disconnected, take small steps. Join a group that aligns with your interests, like a walking club or a crafting circle. Even volunteering for an hour a week can introduce you to like-minded people and give your days more structure. 4. Cultivate a positive outlook. Your mindset directly impacts your quality of life. Studies have found that people who maintain an optimistic outlook tend to live longer and healthier lives. While this might seem like a tall order, small shifts in perspective can make a big difference. For example, instead of focusing on what you've lost with age, celebrate what you've gained: wisdom, perspective, and freedom from the pressures of youth. Practice gratitude by writing down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This simple act can rewire your brain to focus on the positive. 5. Rest and relaxation for mental clarity. Finally, don't underestimate the power of rest. Your brain needs downtime to function optimally. Prioritize quality sleep by creating a soothing nighttime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and consider listening to calming music or nature sounds. Margaret swears by her evening ritual of reading poetry before bed. It signals to her mind that it's time to unwind, ensuring she wakes up refreshed and ready to embrace the day. A healthy mind is your greatest ally in aging gracefully. With curiosity, resilience, and connection, you can keep your mind vibrant and engaged, paving the way for a life filled with joy and meaning. Life beyond 60 is a chapter of freedom and authenticity, a time to rediscover yourself and embrace the unique journey that has brought you here. The signs of longevity we've discussed are not just markers of physical health or mental sharpness. They are guideposts, reminding you that your story is far from over. Let's talk about Eleanor, a retired nurse who spent most of her life caring for others. When she turned 70, she realized she had never truly pursued her own dreams. So, Eleanor decided to learn pottery, something she'd been curious about since childhood. Today, her home is filled with beautiful clay creations, each one a testament to her newfound joy. Her story reminds us that it's never too late to follow our passions. 1. Celebrate your authenticity. As we age, society often tries to define us, what we should look like, how we should behave, or what we should aim for. But the truth is, this stage of life is yours to design. Take pride in your quirks, your choices, and your experiences. Whether it's adopting a bold new style, picking up an unconventional hobby, or simply saying no to things that don't serve you, remember that your path is unique and deeply valuable. 2. Nurture relationships that truly matter. At this stage, quality outweighs quantity in relationships. Focus on nurturing bonds with those who uplift and support you. Whether it's family, lifelong friends, or new connections, invest your time and energy in people who bring joy and meaning to your life. If a relationship has become one-sided or draining, don't be afraid to set boundaries. This doesn't mean cutting ties entirely. It means protecting your peace and prioritizing mutual respect. 3. Reflect on your legacy. One of the most beautiful parts of growing older is the opportunity to reflect on your legacy. What values do you want to pass down? What lessons have you learned that could inspire others? Paul, a retired carpenter, started writing letters to his grandchildren, sharing stories of his youth and the wisdom he's gathered along the way. These letters have become cherished keepsakes, strengthening his bond with his family and ensuring his voice lives on. 4. Keep cultivating joy. Never underestimate the power of small, everyday joys. Whether it's a morning cup of tea, a walk in the park, or listening to your favorite music, these moments add up to a life well lived. Eleanor often says that her pottery isn't just a hobby, it's her way of meditating, of staying grounded in the present. Whatever brings you happiness, make space for it. You deserve it. 5. Look to the future with hope. Aging doesn't mean life slows down, it means it transforms. Embrace the opportunities ahead, whether it's traveling, exploring new interests, or simply enjoying the peace of a quiet afternoon. The future is yours to shape. Remember, life is a mosaic made up of moments, decisions, and connections. Every piece adds depth and beauty to your journey. Celebrate the signs of longevity you embody, cherish the life you've built, and look forward to the experiences yet to come. Call to action and reflection. Before we part, take a moment to think about what makes you uniquely you. What sparks your curiosity? What relationships make your heart feel full? And what legacy do you want to leave behind? If this video has inspired you to reflect on your own path, share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you know someone who could use a reminder of their own strength and potential, share this video with them. Here's to celebrating the beauty of your life, past, present, and future. You are remarkable, and the best is yet to come.